Shalom. Shalom, Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching the 100% truth. Wa Brakathum to the elect of the nation of Israel. You sincere Akim, while you few sincere Aqua. May peace and blessings be unto your households. All right. And it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And this quick lesson, we're going to get into basically, you're only screwing yourself over if you hate the Lord. All right. No, you're only screwing yourself over if you hate the Lord because, the things that the Lord does for us, it's all for our betterment. All right. Matter of fact, it made me think about this already. Hebrews 12. Let me see. Here it goes. Okay, this is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 10. All right, and if you read Hebrews, we're about starting at like six going on down, talk about the chastising of the Lord. All right, how like if you endure chastity, which is discipline, correction from Yahweh Shem Shah, how he deals with you. All right, but I'm gonna just jump straight to the point, which is at verse 10. It says, "For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure." All right, talking about like your fleshly parents. And it says, "But he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness." All right, so the Lord, he disciplined us, he reproves us, he put us through the hell that we go through for our profit. All right, and then on top of that, everything that he gave us is for our profit. The law, statutes, and commandments, that's for us. All right, his laws are not grievous. All right, if anything, it's the betterment of us, man. I love to talk about the dietary laws because it's the most common one that everybody know about. All right, the dietary law is simple. Pork. Lord told you not to eat pork. If it doesn't chew the cud / and its hoof is not divided, then you shouldn't eat it. All right, and also actually in the scripture it actually gives an example. Even though the pig, it has the hoof divided, it cheweth not the cud. All right, and then on top of that, you have to think about like the things that we can and can't eat. You got to look at the way they eat. Like, for example, the pig, for example, man, the pig will eat anything, any and everything, man. They are what you would call decomposers, man. They clean the earth, so they'll eat any dead thing. They'll eat anything, and they'll be just fine. All right, that's what they created to do, to clean the earth. All right, so yeah, they'll eat anything, but and yet people want to eat that. People want to eat a bacon. All right, and then wonder why they got high blood pressure, or getting diabetes, or getting any kind of disease. All right, you wonder all that kind of stuff, but look at what you're eating. You eating stuff that the Lord told you not to eat. What you expect? You can't expect good when the Lord told you not to do something, right? So, and it leads me to this right here. This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 35. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 35. It says, "For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Most High." All right, so whoever will findeth who? Yahweh Shai. All right, take up your cross and you start following him. All right, you find him, man. You find life, because that's all the Lord promotes, man. He's pro-life. Wherefore here is pro death. All right, and I'm gonna read verse 36. It says, "But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All that they that hate me love death." All right, so if you sin against the Lord, man, which is sin is the transgression of the law, the only thing you're doing is wronging yourself. All right, because like I said, man, the Lord is pro-life. All right, so anything the opposite of the Lord is promoting death. So if you sin against the Lord, you're just wronging yourself. You just screwing your own self over at that point. All right, for the people that don't want to serve the Lord, that doesn't want to get right, hey, you screwing yourself over, man. You missing out on salvation. All right, that's on you. You know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is. Because, hey, being in the truth is the best thing that can happen. Yeah, you suffer, but guess what? We're not suffering for no reason. We're suffering to be built up for what the times we're finna come into. Was not Yahushua made perfect through sufferings? Guess what? Servant's not greater than his master, right? So we are going to have to be made perfect through them sufferings that we go through on a day-to-day basis, because it's a daily thing. It's not a thing once or twice a week. It'd be a lot easier if it was, but no, it's not that. It's a daily thing. Every day we're fighting demons, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get Sirach chapter 19, verse 19. It says, "The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life." All right, it's the way of life. All right, it's the way of life. And I'm gonna continue. It says, "And they that do things that please Him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality." All right, so if you do these things that please the Lord, man, you're gonna get rewarded for that. All right, the new bodies, man, the new bodies that can never die. You will remain in your prime. Well, you'll look as your prime forever and age forever. You know, you're gonna be like, we're 10,000 plus years old and we still look like we're 25. But only in a new body though, right? But anyways, like I said in the beginning, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the way of life. So the the commandments, all right, it's the way we're supposed to be living, man. All right, it works as a schoolmaster because we can't keep them 100%. Right, just reading it, you just reading it alone, you gonna realize really quick how, like, yeah, bro, we ain't got it. But that's why we have Yahushua. Does that mean we don't keep the commandments at all? No, because how are we gonna show our love towards the Lord if you're not keeping it? Scripture said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." All right, and Scripture also says, if I'm not mistaken, roughly paraphrasing, it says, "Should we continue in sin that grace may abound?" No. You keep the commandments to the best of your ability, because guess what? It's the way of life. Keyword of life, not death. So you keeping the commandments is a benefit onto you. If you want to go off and do whatever you want to do against the Lord, hey, by all means, man, go ahead, man, because you just screwing yourself over. That's all you're doing. It's not benefit you in any which way. All right. Wherefore, the ones that is serving the Lord, man, hey, they're gonna be more prosperous, man. All right, when brothers feel better, they're eating healthier, hey, working out, stuff like that, man. It's just like, hey, this is the way, bro. Yeah, we gotta suffer. Yeah, we gotta deal with the trials, tribulation, because guess what, man? We on Satan's radar now, for real. You're like, okay, these are some hot targets right here, and them are the ones that serving the Lord. So Satan, he gonna try to knock us out. I mean, it's his job, right? He's gonna try to shift you as weak, as it says in Luke, right? But hey, we gotta fight. You know, as me and Warga, while Yesai went into yesterday, man, fighting the good fight, man. We gotta fight. But you know, not to stir too far off the topic. Hey, you sin against the Lord, you're screwing yourself over, man. All right, there's no benefit onto you from sinning against the Lord. If anything, hey, what scriptures say, man, what have pride profit us? Because that's prideful, man. You want to do what you want to do. You want to do what you think is right. You being prideful. And that's the beginning of one that departed from his maker. All right. So what has pride profit us where we at today? At the bottom of the bottom, at the bottom of the totem pole. Right? But anyways, man, you know, if you choose to sin against the Lord just to be doing it, you loathing his law, hey, man, it's consequences for that. Right? You wronging, you're screwing yourself over. It's like you're screwing yourself over at the end of the day. That's all you're doing. But anyways, man, you know, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I mean it all by saying, Call halal yumla, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Until next time I say, Shalom, Mr. Robert.